this video, we will be addressing some of the common causes of mold and mildew infestations in your home. Plus, we will be negating some false beliefs that are commonly held by people when it comes to how to properly address mold in your home. And lastly, we will be hopefully providing some great tips that will help you to deal with the mold that you have found in your property. So let's dive in. Hey, if you didn't already know, my name is Lewis and I'm here with the Leave It to the Pros podcast. We're sponsored by Protect Restoration, Chicago's #1 water damage restoration company, 18 years running. So if you find that you are dealing with a moldy mess or water damage issue in your property in the Chicago area and you need some professional help, please, by all means, reach out to us. We'd be happy to help. Now, for the rest of you, let's talk about what to do with this moldy mess. So, what exactly are some of the most common causes of mold in your home? Well, first and foremost, we have water leaks and moisture. This is not uncommon at all, especially at different times of the year. If it's summertime, poor ventilation may be the #1 culprit. You know what I'm talking about. When it gets hot and it gets humid, that stagnant, moist air can hang in the air. And if you don't have proper ventilation in your house, this can cause some issues. Now, the most common place to find this type of issue would be in your bathroom. You take a shower, you don't vent it out, or, God forbid, your bathroom vent is actually venting into your attic, causing a hidden mold issue. Now, this really all comes back to high humidity levels. High humidity is not something that you ever want in your home. They're not designed to be this way, and they just become breeding grounds for mold. And some of the worst culprits for places in your home can actually be the basement. The basement often has unfinished walls, and moisture can be allowed to permeate through that concrete. Now, if you have some additional issues around your home, like clogged gutters, poor drainage issues, etc., this can really exacerbate this issue, leading to a buildup of condensation in your basement or other places around the home. So if any of these things that I'm mentioning now sound familiar at all, they very well may be the sources of your mold issue in your property. But if you're having mold or you're afraid of mold, really the most important thing to do is to figure out, how do you prevent mold to begin with? So here are some effective strategies for maintaining that healthy environment. Step number 1, regular home inspections. They sure can make a world of difference. Perform regular inspections and identify issues that can lead to leaks and moisture issues. Step number 2, make sure that your house's ventilation is on point. And do this by checking your home for adequate ventilation, especially in areas prone to moisture accumulation like the bathroom and the basement. Next, control your indoor humidity by using a hydrometer to monitor your indoor humidity levels and employ dehumidifiers to maintain an optimal humidity below 60%. Step number 4, ensure that you have proper drainage around your house to prevent water from pooling around the foundation. All kinds of issues with your foundation cracking, subsiding, or if you have a basement, God forbid, water permeating or overflowing into your basement. Additionally, step number 5 involves sealing doors and windows. Seal any gaps and cracks around doors and windows to prevent moisture infiltration. But if you're currently dealing with mold in your property right now, this is probably a great time to do you a favor and debunk some myths surrounding mold. And the most common totally false belief that I hear from homeowners is that a new home can actually protect you from mold. And the reason is that newly constructed homes are not immune to mold growth, especially if your construction materials are exposed to moisture during the building process. But if you're finding mold in your house right now, I'm sorry to break it to you, but bleach does not effectively kill mold. And this is because it does not address the root cause and may not be suitable for porous surfaces. Mold is something that goes deep. Fungus permeates the deepest pores, nooks and crannies of the materials, and cannot simply be cleaned off by wiping mold on the surface. Really, why would you want to go around trying to wipe down and clean up mold around your house, considering all the health risks associated with it? First of all, if you have allergies, Mold spores can trigger an allergic reaction, especially in sensitive individuals. This can lead to sneezing, itching, and runny noses. I'm reminded of a time that I rented a hotel room. I turned on the AC, was blasted in the face with mold, and I had to leave after just being there for 2 hours because I could not stop sneezing. It was just brutal. Why would you want to experience that? But additionally, this mold can cause respiratory issues. Because being exposed to mold for prolonged periods of time can cause that mold to start to infiltrate your body and exacerbate pre-existing lung condition. That mold can be a deadly experience considering that it can cause asthma attacks, which really at the end of the day puts you at risk of something that's really nasty and really scary: fungal infections. A fungal infection of the lungs or the respiratory system is not something that anybody wants to deal with and can cause horrific complications with your health. So, if you're suspicious that you might have mold in your home, what is one of the first signs of a mold infestation to begin with? Well, there is a musty smell that is often associated with the first signs of mold infestation in your home. And that's a great cue, especially if you're not already seeing mold growing on a surface somewhere and can tell that it's there. But if you suspect that you have mold, please, please, please do not try to use any natural remedies in preventing mold. The reason for this is that while there are many types of mold that can make you sick, there are some molds that can just outright kill you. The consequences of messing with mold that you do not know what type of mold it is or what concentrations you are dealing with can be a deadly situation. Please do not do this. Just contact a professional to assess your mold situation in your home and protect you and your family. This is where people usually ask me, can I remove the mold myself or should I hire a professional? Now, I can tell you that while there are many different types of mold situations that you and the audience may be dealing with, it is best to hire a professional mold remediation service for extensive mold growth or hidden decay, the type of stuff that oftentimes is hidden behind walls or is left over from a previous flood that was undealt with. And if you yourself are trying to figure out what is the best way to prevent mold from growing in your property, I'm going to take this opportunity to just recommend to you to regularly inspect your home for mold, especially in areas that are prone to moisture, and do so at least every 6 months. Now, this is a great time for you to go pull out the refrigerator, check behind your toilet, pull out the dishwasher, and look behind the washing machine. These are some of the most common areas that we deal with here at ProTech Restoration for mold infestations in your property, if it didn't already come from some large flood event that should have been obvious enough to you that you were going to have to deal with the mold situation. Now, if you have found any value from this video, please do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. If you're looking for additional videos to help you with your mold situation or possibly water damage, go ahead and check out our other videos because we have a library. All right, once again, my name is Lewis. This has been the Leave It to the Pros podcast, brought to you by ProTech Restoration. And if you're in the Chicago area, why not give us a call? Thanks. See you on the next episode.